So you could probably just anchor it like that and lift it just like that. Is that gonna clear? Yup. We hit the van again. I predict a nightmare. And of course, we're starting out on the very last level, which of course couldn't be more complicated. Here's my first thought. We've only used up $24,000 of our budget, so I'm not predicting great results. All right, this one needs some work. Correcting my previous error and still nothing. Already I can see the bridge flexing right here. Adding just a few more pieces to that, we're incrementally gonna make our way there. So far so good, and it falls apart. Let's make those out of steel then instead of wood. That might solve a lot of our problems. So far so good. I think we're gonna hit the same problem right here. Updated it to steel. We're over halfway through our budget, but once the truck gets to where it's going, we have light cars to deal with. We might be okay here. Yep, alright, now we just need to figure out what to do with these two idiots. The boat's gonna go through. I think hydraulics are supposed to activate, but we'll kind of figure this out because that was not the result I was looking for. Before I go any further, I want to make sure the bridge isn't going to collapse once I dump my cars off. Okay, great. Now I understand how this works too. You think this is going to work? I never really do, but then sometimes it does. So let's Oh. It's kind of funny how this can break the entire bridge despite the weight should be all on an anchor point, but for some reason that changes everything. That's okay, I can just attach it up top then and just let it extend instead of contract. We'll start with 30%. I just realized the problem. It's the truck hitting the road itself because obviously. The new and improved design. The truck should be able to clear right under that. That's how I designed it, so you know it's foolproof. Oh yeah, I actually had lots of room. Now we let the car make its departure. We have $14,000 left to work with. That's a little bit steep. But if I reduce that by 4 or 5%, we might be onto something. So this should go pretty well. Off it goes and... oh, it almost works. Now with 5% less ridiculousness. Probably should have gone for 10 or more, but this might work out better anyway. Nope, it actually didn't. We got another, I don't remember how many percent, and that car's too fast. I gotta adjust the ramp just a little bit. If I slowly coax out the nose, it should make a little less of an aggressive slope, which actually isn't bad for my first attempt. Now to add a bit of steel to my bad design to make it actually stand up to the force of this. Still not quite there yet. I'm eating so much of my budget just doing this one car. This one's gonna be hard. Let's go for the full steel approach. Is this gonna be better? We'll find out. I'm also completely screwed when I need to try and make an even higher ramp for $10,000. But we're getting closer. I could also potentially lift the entire bridge up, which might be easier because the red car can jump. The dune buggy can't, but it might be easier than this anyway. That wouldn't even be that hard. I just need to make a hinge point, say, here, and then lift this up with hydraulics. You see that? It's like they want me to do it this way. This bridge, however, is probably not going to hold up to the weight of a truck, because these are pretty heavy, especially when they're carrying other vehicles. But somehow that actually worked. So that's interesting. $20,000 left to work with. Not even sure what the hydraulics gonna do. That's probably not gonna work well, but we're gonna watch what happens anyway. Red car, I believe in you. All right, it's just gotta make the jump, and great. All right, red car, I believe in you. Might be a little bit steep. That's better. We got one of the cars to where they have to go. Now, what do we do about that go-kart? Well, the first thing we're going to do is replace this with some steel because that broke and I don't even know what happened. All right, that's free to go now. It lands on the bridge. It's going to go, but it's got to go all the way up. So the curiosity, what happens if I just let the hydraulic go as is for both cars? Because the red car definitely makes it, no problem. Nope. That one, not so much. It's going to need some extra help. So we'll just kind of reinforce that. Here's an interesting idea that I'm not sure is going to work. That bridge is going to go up for the red car. And then that one's going to lower it down. Not quite far enough, but you see what I'm getting at? I like this level. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. What happened to the... okay, there we go. I might have put that one the wrong way. Okay, so at 50%, it still actually works, but that's way overkill. I'm going to try maybe 40. Red car's good. 40% gets it. Not too bad. I could have gone a few less, but it still breaks the bridge. I needed to not break the bridge. That was pretty much as seamless as it's going to get. But let's help that ankle out just a little bit. Then we got to make it contract just a little bit less. That's pretty good. Okay, it's still breaking. I'm gonna add some steel in the middle. Is it gonna hold up? Still not gonna hold up. I could use springs. Springs can be fun. Yeah, I can tell by that playful wiggle things are gonna work out real good. I wish I had thought about the springs earlier. They absorb so much force. Done. And it's such a brilliant design, it's not even going to show us a leaderboard because it's so embarrassed for other people. Never mind. Now I need to fix up a few other levels that I didn't quite get right. So we're going to go back to Wobbly Wobbly. I remember this level now. I didn't enjoy this one bit. I'm only $1,381 over budget, but we can definitely fix this. This might actually work if it climbs its way up. I did it without breaking, but I'm over budget. Now it's just adjustments. All I've got to do is eliminate $3,452 off this flawless design. My strategy for this so far is simple. I just remove random pieces of steel until it doesn't work anymore, and then I replace something somewhere else until it works. I think because we have triangles both above and below on this bridge, it's gonna hold up pretty well. So yep, so far so good. We've almost cut off half the budget we need, and the bridge still holds up. Really hoping this one holds up, because look at that budget. We're only $230 over because I just removed another piece of triangle. Okay, we're gonna have it easy from here. My next movement was just bringing the corner of this upwards. As long as it holds up on this initial drop, I think we're gonna be just fine. We'll get this level out of the way, never to be seen again, because I did not like this level one bit. You can do it, dummy. Get up there. And we're good. I think some of these people had the right idea. They made such smaller bridges that actually still held up. So the only level I have left to complete properly is Lean On Me, because this one was a nightmare for me. So here's my strategy. Let the bus make it across, $3,800 over budget, and then just shamelessly steal someone else's design, because I don't want to do this level. Even that's easier said than done, because now, what did that bridge look like? I have no idea. We're just going to try and recreate it from memory, so this should go well. Pretty much the main reason I hated this level was because of how big the gap is, and I tend to make arches out of it, so it just takes a long time to reset up. Pretty sure one of the designs I saw went something like, I don't know, this? Whatever the case, this disaster is $5,000 under budget, so we have room to work with, though I don't have a lot of faith it's gonna hold up. Not in the first try. Now the problem seems to be right about here. The rope breaks. But we're getting closer by adding a little bit more rope everywhere. Maybe if we replace this rope with wood. It's beautiful and cheap, so this might actually work. And I think I made it worse. I really did. Now I'm thinking let's just remove the middle ropes and make them balance off the rocks. Something like this with a dainty little point on the bottom. That might hold up better, it might not. That's about the same. Okay, but put my dainty little point along with an extra rope in the middle and suddenly we're getting somewhere. I just need to do that same thing over here. Or I might be able to get away with just a rope. There's only one way to find out. Go bus go. So far so good. It broke a little bit there, but it might not make it. I think I've just about got it. I'm $200 over budget. We can definitely eat that somewhere. As long as this holds up, I think we're gonna be just fine. Yep, alright. We have that much better of a design already. But let's pretend we don't need that piece. Is that true? We'll find out. Yeah, we needed that piece. However, we didn't need this piece right here, as it turns out. Wasn't sure if we would or not, but cool. That's it. Every level complete. So are there no secret levels? Because I was assuming more were gonna unlock. Since that's apparently not a thing, let's try some of these. This seems easy enough. So how about a very, very simple design? Something like that. I'm so good at this game. Alright, I think I just realized what the actual challenge is supposed to be in this level, because look at this. Where's the star? It's under the black box. We're gonna have to lift that up. So I should probably pick a design that's actually gonna work for this bridge, and then we'll go from there. These triangles seem to hold up. The van, however, just smashes into the thing, so let's find a way to lift it up. I wonder what happens if we just push hydraulics into the ground. Is it going to move itself out of the way? Is it going to break our bridge? Well, we can get to the star at least. I think we're probably going to capture our van. Yeah, I see the problem now. So you could probably just anchor it like that and lift it just like that. Is that going to clear? Nope. We hit the van again. If I could just make it balance, that might work. Not exactly what I had in mind. Alright, it lifts itself up and it can get the star at least. Alright, if I try and anchor that to the ground, it still flips itself out of the way because it's just unruly. The problem with doing this is this just doesn't want to balance. I've got to have something to secure it. I can lift it no problem, but if I don't have something to secure it, it flops to one side or the other. So I'm going to reinforce this to my bridge that'll hopefully hold it nicely in the middle without it flopping too far one way or the other. Nope, it's just going to take the whole bridge with it. This is actually a lot harder than I thought. Adding a little bit more steel, we're making progress. We've got to lift it higher somehow though. I may have come up with an ingenious solution. Let's see how this goes before I get too optimistic. So far so good. It's working. It's gonna drop down pretty abruptly, which it might not like. It's not that far off though. That could work. I've turned the road into reinforced road to hopefully withstand the blow just a little bit more. I really think I could do this. I've turned the hydraulics down just a little bit. Oh, it didn't quite work. It might still work. Maybe the van will push everything over and it'll somehow work itself out. Nope. I really need some springs in this level. That would absorb all the shock I need. Okay, if we can look past that budget for a second, I've got this very close to working. That gets pulled over the edge. We have a minor break there. No big deal. That guy gets to cruise along and just can't quite make the transition, but it's that close. Okay, hear me out. This looked really good in my brain. Then I built it, and then my eyes said this isn't going to work. But I'm at least not going to try it. Okay, the problem is nothing happens. Probably just need more hydraulic pulling power, that's all. No, that still doesn't really seem to work very well. So we're back to a design like this. It's probably not actually any better, but we're making progress. I'm so close to the answer it hurts. This might actually be it. Everything's holding up. I'm way over budget, but this actually works. I think I've got a way I could do it cheaper too. Done. I'm not sure if it's actually any cheaper, but it is still a working design. And you know what? Moderate success is good enough for me. $3,000 over budget. I don't care. I've got no levels to unlock anyway.